Well, good morning, everybody. Today is a day of hustling. Unfortunately, I sat on my rudder last night, kind of broke it, so I got to make a new one, which is not a big deal. We're going to try to make it even lighter, only solid. I hate them open bay stupid things. Let's see here. We want to go into control room. And we're in the control room now. That's good. And we got one viewer. And it says we have an excellent connection. Okay, let's go to StreamYard. There we go. I'm going to go to comments. It's going to be a long broadcast today because I'm going to do a lot of work. Hopefully. Unless I get tired, then... and then it's, on to something else. Yep, I broke the rudder. So, going to make a new solid one. Only this time I'm going to put the details in it like I wanted to do. I did, however, get the bottom glued on last night off camera, which is not a big deal. It's just cutting and fitting. Hey, Alexander. So, I mean, you kind of missed out on that, but not really. It's, the same old boring stuff. Let's pin this here so that doesn't fall off. So the bottom is basically not finished, but it's glued on. It's attached. Cowl's bolted. So today we're going to shape that up. We're going to use the bad Chad method of hatchery, 80 grit, to get these lines off. Let's get a little closer look here. I glue that with white glue so that not to leave a line. Well, actually, tight bonds. It's not white glue. There's a line right there. So in order to fix that, we'll just get some sanding paper. There'll be many hours of sanding now. The sanding begins. I'm sure you've all seen windy videos, sanding and sanding and sanding. But this is what I like to do. I love the sand. I don't know why people don't like the sand. We need some heftier grit, though. I don't want to spend all day doing this. And there it is. Get my little block here. We'll get this 180 off of here. Now, when I do these videos, I didn't say it would be exciting. I hope you guys are learning something from my builds. That's really the main gist behind these, is so you learn something. So we got 80 grit on it now, where we can move a lot of material. Want to sand up halfway into this side here. You don't want to just sand along that edge. I need to get rid of this stab is what I need. It doesn't need to be on there. As you can see in this light by the gray paint, I mean, it's starting to get shiny. But that's clear. That's not paint. That is everything. The only clear is on this airplane. It's tinted gray, but that's it. Okay, come off there now. Got these things precision. Hey, Craig. I'll show you the inside of this thing. We need to sand the inside of this yet, too. Sand the inside. Yeah, you got it. Inside of the airplane got to get sanded out, too. I've taken the push rod out. Let's see here. What would be the best camera angle? I really want to sand from the bottom up this way. I don't want to sand from the top down. So I need to turn this over. And if you don't like the noise of the sandpaper, mute the mic. Let's see here. Let's zoom this a little bit. We are zoomed all the way. That's the deal. That's the dealio. Okay, there we are. It's a little grainy, but not a whole lot I can do. You'll get the drift. If you look here, I'm sanding all the way down to the center of that. This light overhead, I can candle that to see that it's sanding down to the center of the 3/16. These fuselage sides are 3/16, not 8-inch. And by the time we're done, they'll be 3/32. So that worked out pretty good there. That's done. Let's move up forward here. The only thing bad about a build like this is that the fuselage has to be built on the airplane. not seeing what I'm doing. I don't have a camera girl or cameraman or camera kid or just me. I'm in the crucial part that makes or breaks the airplane, the sanding. Like that. Okay, we need a different block. Right here. Good morning. It's 7 o'clock. Not early. I was going to start at 5 o'clock, but decided you guys probably were still sleeping. I'm preparing the sanding block now. You guys would freak out if I started at 5 o'clock. These sanding blocks that I got are just balsa wood. Let's see. 5 a.m. 5 a.m. is good for you, huh? What time is it there now, Craig? Okay, we got one roughed in. Let's see here. It's yes. No. There will not be a quart of white paint on this. there will be 1 pint of white with just a couple of ounces of silver in it, and then some black to make it the gray that I want, the shade of gray that I want, and then thin it out. It will make 1 quart total. That's all the paint you get. This paint that's on here is what I had 1 quart. All you get is 1 quart of paint to paint the whole airplane. That includes substrate and the top coat. And I've explained this a dozen times. You split the quart into 2 parts. So 1 pint for the substrate, which is what we're working on here. I've tinted it with white and a little black to make it gray. And it's kind of splotchy, and that's all right. I'm just trying to take the color down. I'm trying to take the white out of the wood. I mean, the wood is pretty white, so this will cover better, quicker with the gray, because it's already gray. But this is the last coat of substrate that it's going to get brushed. So what I'll do is I have part of my quart of substrate left. When I go ahead and start finishing this fuselage, I'll spray 1 quart over, not 1 quart, 1 coat over the whole thing of gray, of the gray clear. And that should make the whole airplane pretty gray. And then it'll take minimal amount of gray paint. And then you get 1 pint of clear. And that's all you get. And you just make it look as good as you can. I wish these judges weren't so tuned up on spray shine. They want that shiny. And don't get me wrong, I used to be into that spray shine shit. How much clear for the top coat? It will be just a little over a pint. It's mixed into a quart. And that's 3 coats. Now there's so much airplane here. I mean, I'm hoping to stay under 64 ounces. I could tell you when we get to about 62, we'll stop painting. Okay, I've got it, but I'm going to have to brush my first few finish. Okay, well, brush it on. I mean, no big deal. Just don't overdo it. Don't. What I need to do is I need to do a finish with a bug sprayer. You say that you don't have. I'm not going to do it on this airplane. This airplane's too important. But you say you don't have spray equipment. I believe that I can paint an airplane with a pump bug sprayer. All you got to do is get the paint on there and then sand the finish. It's all on the thin end and this. I think I can do it. I need to go down to Lowe's and buy one, a bug sprayer. Because there's a lot of guys that don't have spray equipment that would like an alternative to a spray equipment just to get a utilitarian finish on it. But dope is so forgiving if you're willing to sand. See, it's not how you get the paint on it, it's how much you're willing to sand. I think that's about as far as I can go with 80. Yep, it should. I mean, load the brush and float it on. I used to, in the 60s, I used to do brush finishes. People go, the 60s? God, that's a million years ago. Okay. It helps you learn how to use both hands when sanding. You almost got it. I don't know what's happening here. Why am I not? It should sand out of there. Okay. That's good. We got it. You know what I learned the other day? Anybody ever watch the movie Good Morning Vietnam? That Adrian Cronauer was a real guy. I didn't know that. I thought it was just a stupid Robin Williams character. You can look that up on YouTube. Adrian Cronauer interview. I've been watching a lot of P-47, 1940s P-47 documentaries on this airplane, just so I can get a better feel for where things go. You know, I'm going to put 28 swastikas on this, representing 28 kills of the Luftwaffe. I'm trying to make it as scale as possible. Basically, all it did was create more work for me, because now I got to go into Photoshop and make them. But it looked pretty cool up there, so. Okay, we got the bottom shaped pretty good. Now, let's see, we need to, I need to CA that again. It's kind of cracked loose. Cut that off. Wick a little bit in here again. Now, I'm going to do something that I normally don't do, because in a way, it doesn't seem that long ago. Yeah, well, it is a long time ago. It's 50 years ago. Okay, so now what you need to do is look down inside here. When you're building an airplane like this one, if you look down in here, this is 3/16. It doesn't match the bottom. So we're going to take sandpaper, go in here and sand this. I've already done it in the pipe tunnel area, but we're going to sand this to match on the inside, and then I'll come up here and I'll sand. I want this to be an eggshell. I don't want it to be straight and curved. So in order to do that, you have to sand the inside too. Oh, shit. Wrong grit. So, stink. Yeah, looks like I'm gonna have to get paper on my fingers. How much weight does this save? I have no clue, but it got to be something. No, it doesn't have to be sanded to 400 of grit, and all that, make it super slick, but you need to try to remove the material out of there. Next week is Cleveland, and it looks like that this thing will be far enough that I can take it up there, so. Not the fly, of course. This is kind of the boring part. How many of you guys sand the inside of your airplanes? Right down there in the comments or the chat, how many of you guys sand your airplanes inside? Got a flat right there. That's no good. Damn. quite a bit. Now I'll get the vacuum and vacuum that out of there. Shoot, this other side broke too. I wonder why it's flimsy. Good morning, Vietnam. Oh yeah, you got to hollow everything out. Everything out. See these little fillets right here? They get hollowed out. You don't get much, but you get something. Okay, now I had, I guess I can wait till after I get the push rod put in it. Did you guys see the tail wheel down in there? The tail wheel mount? It's just glued to the, I made that yesterday at John's and glued it in. And make sure that if you're building a piped airplane that you Z-epoxy the inside of the skin before you glue it on. Otherwise, you'll have a fuel-soaked skin. So the pipe tunnel's all Z-epoxied and all been sanded inside. So what do we want to do next? I guess we could start working on the bulkhead and the 16th inch shear up there. And after I get that done, I can do the canopy floor or the cockpit floor. Yeah, I know. This is going to sand out real nice. It's real close. This. Let me show you. Okay, what we have here is 4 coats under the silk span and 3 coats over the top of the silk span brushed. And this stuff here let me change camera angles. This stuff here is about ready to paint. Now I know I'm sanding open-handed. I don't recommend it for you guys. Use a little block. But I've been sanding a long time, so I get away with it. So if you look at this, you'll see that it's white and then gray. So all the whites are the highs and all the grays are the lows. So it's basically acting like primer without the weight. So we'll spend the day. I mean, there's a lot of work to do on this. I got just a little woodwork left, and then it's all sanding, finishing work. So if you want to go to sleep, you can join my videos for sanding, because the sanding is just about to begin. We got that guy, Bad Chad. Little history goes to Bad Chad and watches him. He thinks he's a sander with a DA and 36 grit. Man, he don't know how to sand. It's unreal. But that's what you get. I guess he's about 50. He looks like a kid to me, but well, he is a kid to me. Hard to believe I'm old enough to be his dad. Shit. What happened to the time? I think we need to zoom out. I don't feel old, I can tell you that. Except for when I have to get up and down off the floor. I don't know how much longer I can do the job I'm doing. But we'll go till the wheels fall off. Of course, if Biden passes his $600 spying program, I'm going to quit. I'll quit working just like I did when Obama was in. It ain't worth it. We're pretty close. We're, pretty close to so that I can get a final weight on this thing. Oh, I know what I can do. I can open this up. Instead of sitting here sanding, it's 8 o'clock. Neighbors can get up. Wake up! So we can get a pipe cut and get the engine in. So let's see here. I need to get the ball driver, which is where? Right there. Take this off. So we want to go to this camera. Let's see here. I need to figure out how to do that. What happened to the pen? This pen ain't gonna write. You know darn well it ain't. I was right. Okay, where did it go? I wish I had that little saw my mother gave me before she died. I don't know what the hell happened to it. A little jab saw. Are you talking about awakenings? Where the guys caught the baseball? Yes, I need to move this over too a little bit. Oh, just sand that out. Come on, where's the pen? There it is. Okay. Guess I'll have to do that by eye. That's light fly, so I'm going to have to grind it. So turn your speakers down. Here comes the grinding. I think you could use a better bit than that. Where'd that, they're in that, they're underneath there. I don't want to dig that out. What a pain in the ass. Yes, Robert De Niro was the I don't know, it's pretty early in the morning for me to be grinding on that. If I had a jab saw, I could just saw around there. But I lost my mother's jab saw. What the hell happened to it? That was a good little saw. What else we got here? We got a big mess of what we got. Shit. I know I can't cut that with a knife. There's no way. And it wouldn't matter if I was in St. Louis, I'd just grind it. But here I got neighbors. I don't want to wake them up. Probably wonder what the hell is going on over there. See if I can find that saw. Or a saw. There's a dongle. Found a dongle. It doesn't work. It won't work with the chip. I haven't seen that saw, but I know it's here. I got a lot of shit I know that's here, but I don't know where it's at. Oh, come on. I know another way to do it now that I think about it. Yeah, we'll try it that way. Except for my grill will probably crap out. So I won't do that. I don't have much battery left in that grill. Come on. Got another sanding wheel. It looks like it's in better shape. There's my utility knife for work. I need to put that out. Sometimes I bring stuff home from work and forget to take it back. I got a gazillion rubber bands in this drawer. Come on. It's gotta be here. Any kind of saw will work. 5/8 drill bit. Not there. Okay, we're gonna have to abandon that idea, I guess. What I need to do is take a day and clean this place up. Doesn't mean anything, but the first time you do anything, it'll all be crapped up again. Well, I'll have to look for that off camera, I guess. I'm sure this will earn me a thumbs down. You jokers that give me a thumbs down, please show me the airplane that you built. Okay. Get rid of this trash here. I know damn well I can't cut that with a knife. Ah, here's a, no, that ain't it either. Shit. I had a damn jab saw. Don't know what happened to it. Okay, let's do something else. I'll have to work on that off camera. We've been on almost an hour. You guys have been listening to me instead of watching me do anything. So let's do the nose section here. I had some pieces cut, but I didn't like them. So the first thing I want to do here is I'm going to clear the foul in these blind nuts. And to do that, we'll need a long screw. Yeah, let's see here. That ain't it. That ain't it. That's it. Okay. Why do shit? It's did not stick. There we go. Getting warm out. We're talking about the one with Philip Seymour Hoffman. I don't know what one that is. I think I'm going to leave these blind nuts accessible. Okay, we popped them out. We got 3 unfouled and 1 semi-unfouled. Yeah, they'll be all right. They'll be okay. There we go. There we go. There we go. That's good. Okay, now need to make a bulkhead there. And of course, I got no room to do it. Maybe I have a pattern made. I don't know. If I have a pattern made, we'll be in good shape. And Moon, the graduating class. I don't know the name of it either. That's too thin. I don't know the name of it either. Why can't I get a pen that works? I'm going to throw this thing out. It ain't the one that works. And now I've lost the other one. Here we go. We got an old Harley pen. That'll probably work. Throw that one out. Keep picking up the pens that don't work. They don't work either. There we go. That's square. That's square. Square enough. We'll cut an inch off of this. Sorry guys that the video is not better. I don't have the room to back up and show you anymore. I mean, it's just the way it is. So I'm lucky to get anything done in here. So we are large by 3/32. So we'll cut that off. I'm just eyeballing the gauge here. Should be all right. I mean, we're not building a watch. We cut just a little bit more, we'll sand it. If I cut it a little over, it'll overcut. Possible I could get the top skin on today. More than likely during the week. It's something I don't want to rush, is to get the top skin on. I want to get it right. There we go. No, I didn't see that one either. I might have. I don't watch a whole lot of TV. Too busy building. So we need to cut an arc on this. We're going to eyeball an arc. So we're going to start there. I cut them straight before, but straight is not right. So I'll cut that and sand it. And then fit it, make sure that it's going to fit. Come on. Man, I need some room. Okay. So we'll cut another one for the other side, the same shape. Then it's a matter of fitting the skin to see if it goes on and off. I think we're going to TP this thing on this one. Okay, let's see. Let me move this mouse off of this so I can see what's going on. Okay. I know why now. I do an hour at a time. I get tired of standing here and talking for an hour with nobody to talk to. So, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a break. Instead of burning up bandwidth, think about this a little bit. Drink a soda. I'll be back. Well, I'm gonna plunge forward with this today. Let's see what I gotta do to fix these. Damn. Yeah. Almost tempted to make a new cow. Not that I want to, but just so it doesn't have those crappy holes there. I think I can just plug them, and I don't know what to do. I'm sure it's going to be all right once it's fiberglass. You won't see them. Except you'll see them on the inside. stupid fill, I guess. And we gotta cut this out yet. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wait until after 9 o'clock. And then I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna grind the bottom out. I'll think about how I'm gonna do this nose piece while we're on a break. Because after 9, if they don't get up, man, that's their problem. That worked out real good doing it that way. I didn't think it would, but it did. It was pretty hard to do. Why am I not at my home? Well, a guy from the forum, Jerry Hopp, in 2016, I guess it was 16 or 17 or whatever year I got a third at the Nats for scale. On the way back home, he said, well, why don't you stop in Dayton? And I said, okay. So I said, hey, I ain't doing nothing. Why don't I go to work for you? So I worked for him for a couple of days, and I went back to say after I went to the Nats, and then I went back home. He said, well, I don't have any help here. Why don't you come work for me? I said, well, if you'll rent me an apartment or whatever, I guess I'd come out of retirement and go back to work. And I've been here ever since. I've been here 5 years. And Jerry unfortunately passed away. So I owe these guys no loyalty. So I'm just waiting to finish paying off this I only got $5,000 left to go to pay off these credit cards, and I'm done. I'm going back home, St. Louis. So it's a monetary thing. And if Slow Joe does a BS $600 spying business in your any transaction over $600, I quit, because I'm not going to get spied on because my check's over $600. I'd rather do nothing. This guy is a disaster. Total. I know I'm not supposed to be political, but you know what? I'm about sick of that too. Got to say what I mean. I think something's going to crack here shortly, though. I don't see how people can take it much longer. They waited till the greatest generation passed away. How convenient. Yeah, it turned out good. That sanded in there, and we'll do the same on the top. Of course, I'm going to have to guess on the sand out on the inside. But we'll get it to where it needs to be. Glue it down and then sand off on the outside. Fortunately for me, I made these skins. out of 2 pieces of 16th laminated. So, oh, wait a minute, I did that on the bottom, but I didn't do that on the top. I only did this out of 3/32. So I don't have the luxury of sanding into this at all. I did it out of the bottom because that's where it's going to get the most abuse, picking up and handling and nonsense. All right, I'm going to take a break. I'll be back, say 10 o'clock. See ya.